So basically, chat, I had a lot of fighting with my parents, especially with my dad, about school and about not being on the PC because he calls me a retard and stuff, which is, he's not far from wrong. He's not far from right? He would rather have me like work a regular job for minimum wage than earn more money playing from home league. So that's his thinking because he thought I'm becoming whatever he was thinking, right? I remember I did some interview, like there was a Gamescom in Belgrade in 2019, and somehow he got the interview, because it was on the internet, right? He listened to my interview and he was happy, and I was confused, and I was like, "What do you like?" I was like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh, yeah, you're talking nice, He's like, "I thought you wouldn't be able to speak a single word," and I'm like, "Brother, I'm literally speaking to 20 people daily." Like, I don't know what was he thinking. Like, I don't know what was he thinking that I was doing back then. Like, and I was actually never even playing the games. So he really thinks low of me, right? So basically, during the high school, bro was thinking you're actually retarded. Bro, I'm telling you. Why would I? Like, so during my high school, he would take away from like my keyboard, my mouse, my monitor, my PC. I would be skipping. So basically, what I would do is I would be skipping school because they would be working till like 2-3 p.m. And then I would be like carrying that, like, by the way, the matches were fucking heavy, by the way. It's like, I was skinny back then. Like, and then I would drag the whole PC and just put it like and connect it for like 4 or 5 games. And then either when they come back from work, I would be like in the school clothes, so they think that I went to the school. So one period, he would actually let me play PC for a few hours, so I would get the bonus hours, right? Sometimes I was just stuck, Yeah, and then one day something just break, and I was like, one time he was like, he took away my PC. He was like really mad, and I was going to school at 1 p.m. and we are just fighting, right? 12 p.m. we're just fighting, we're just arguing. I'm like, I'm not going to school. Give me back my PC, or I'm not going to school. And then he gives me back my PC, but he's like, bro, you gotta go to the school, hurry up. And he drove me to school, but he went somewhere for like next couple of hours. And what I did, he did drive me to school, so I just went back home, hop on the PC. He was away, I was just gaming. It's literally that's how much I hated school, and like I just couldn't stand it. I literally like I was like, I just know it's a waste of time. It won't mean much to me, the diploma or anything. It won't mean much to me. And then one year, I think it was third grade, I came to him and I was like, yo, I want to be a high school dropout. I just don't like it in school. I think I'm wasting time. And I was telling him that I'm gonna be in LEC. They actually talked to me, and they talked me out of it because they didn't really support me. So I can't really do what I want to do. They're like, just push it through, like just try to finish it. We just ask, all we ask of you is to get diploma. You'll need it in life, otherwise you're cooked, you're screwed. Basically, that's when they realized that I really don't give a fuck about school, and they stopped taking away my PC. Yeah, but still they didn't support. I mean, my father didn't support the way I wanted to live my life and just do gaming, which is understandable. Why would you want your son to be sitting at the PC and not hanging out with friends 24/7, not going out clubbing, not doing drugs, right? So I understand that part. On all of his failures, that you would laugh at him and stuff like that. It's like, I don't care, that just gave me motivation, right? I don't really hate my father, but it's like I just don't have that much emotions for him as much as you do for my mom, for example. You know what I mean? Which is quite normal. No, I had full support from my mom, bro. My mom is literally like, you know what they say? Like people are saying for their moms, like, I have the best mom in the world, bro. Genuinely, I do. Like, I wish every mom was like mine. Like, genuinely, like, I have some friends that are struggling with their parents, with their moms, and I just can't believe those are like moms. You know what I mean? Like, that ass. I don't want to say every, but most of the women can carry a child, right? But are you going to be a mom? Are you going to be a real mom? Like, what is mom supposed to be? That's questionable, right? Same goes for a father figure, right? Most of them can make a kid, bro. Can they be a fucking father figure? Like, I don't know about. Why did I drop a word? Yeah. But he was right. You were just lucky to succeed. That's what you don't realize. Okay. What do you want me to tell you that? I was lucky, so what? Does it matter, bro? Once you do it, does it really matter if it was luck or not? Usually I wouldn't do this gank, but I know Tavern is truly bot side. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's completely lucky, deserve it, of course, it's your effort, but Percent-wise, he's right objectively. Alright, let me tell you, bro. You're right that he's right, okay? Percent-wise, that I shouldn't be where I'm at in my life, and I should be earning money from League, and right? But let me tell you one thing. If I went his way, let me tell you one thing. If I went and did what he wanted me to do, I would be like everyone else. And guess what? Even if I fail right now, even now, I can still do what everyone else is doing. So actually, I didn't waste anything. The only waste things that can be are wasted opportunities that you don't take in life. That's the only waste things that can be out there. You can't waste anything if you actually fucking try. You just genuinely can't, bro. Bro, either you're gonna try or you're gonna be stuck where you're at for the rest of your life. I told him, bro. I told him many times. I did tell him, bro. I did tell him, bro, what you want me to do, I can do it whenever, bro. I can do it whenever, bro. I don't have anything. Like, I don't need to have any degree for me to do what you want me to do. I can do it bro. I'm capable of doing it even right now, but I don't want to do it because that's not my path in life. And don't tell me what to do. And also, I told him this. I told him one more thing, right? If I listen to you and do what you want me to do, to make you happier, because you're older, so you're smarter, right? That's his logic. It's just fucking wrong. Who am I going to blame when someone like see me after a few years? They're like, bro, what happened with your life? Like, you know, you're nowhere. You know, I'm gonna blame you. And then once you die, who am I going to put the blame on? I'd rather just go with how I feel and just put the blame on myself and not blame anyone else, because I wasn't trying to I wasn't trying to make anyone else happy, but actually just try to be fucking useful with how I feel like I'm gonna be useful. I'm gonna do what he wants me to do, and then what after? What after? I'm gonna blame him for my awful life. I'm gonna blame him for my awful life decisions. I'm gonna get XP. To be honest, worst case scenario, you can always be a male prostitute. Bro, that's what he wanted me to do from the start, that's the thing. I don't know, I was telling him, bro, yo, I can just do it later. Just let me scale my League of Legends skill, bro. Sit down, you dog. I can try to be in control. But also, like, this sounds goofy, right? One thing that I know that helped me go through, like, bro, what is wrong with you? That helped me go through all the failures, by the way, because I've been failing for 5 years. For 5 years, I had like a lot of issues, like things were just not working out. On top of that, I had gambling addiction, by the way. What helped me actually, I know it sounds sounds stupid. TikTok helped me, by the way, because because my For You page was just purely motivational stuff. And I was like, bro, it's going to happen. Like I just started believing, like, no matter how bad it is, but it's going to work out. Just like a lot of quotes and stuff, like that actually just helped me a lot. And that changed like perspective on a lot of things in life as well. Like I came to realization that I can't be using TikTok to kill my boredom. Like, is it boredom or boredness? I would open TikTok. I was like, I'm bored. I open TikTok, and what happens is I can't watch more than 2 TikToks because it's telling me that I'm wasting my time, and it's asking me what am I doing with my life. So I just have to turn it off and go and queue up League. Get motivation where you can find it, yeah. And the thing is, I try to send those same videos towards my friends, and none of them were fucking with it. They were just telling me it's a copium, it's a cope mechanism, it's this and that, and they were really not fucking with that. I was even posting it on Instagram story. Not a lot, but like maybe like thrice, you know. You just gotta share it with others, you know what I mean? It's indeed copium. It is unless you actually change something. Because their argument was like, brother, if you need motivation to change your life, or like if you're only motivated when you watch the video, you actually won't do it. But then think about it. If you actually watch the video constantly, you can always be motivated, because it's not like to never get bored of League, to like always like keep pushing, because I never, like, of course I started playing League for fun, right? Since I started going to high school, which is 2016, I realized League is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And for the rest of my life, I wanna try to pursue my dream of like being a pro player or streamer, right? When I was like what, 10 or something, older, like maybe 12. Like my dream job or like a hobby would be to like uh, to play League, something like Ghost did. I mean, see, he's doing it. So people watch me only because of my gameplay. No cam, no mic, only because of my gameplay. And then I tried to go into pro, and then I started streaming on Serbian, and I fuck with streaming a lot, and it was going good, and I was earning money from that. So yeah, I kind of ended up doing both things, reaching LEC and. My bad, I completely misplayed this, but it's okay. I did, like, as I said, the moment I play my first LEC game, I reached all of my dreams. I mean, not all of my dreams, not all of my life dreams when it comes to League. I did play in LEC, even though it's not like really a real thing. And on top of that, I'm a streamer, you know. If my streaming career or pro career dies tomorrow, I still did achieve both things, you know. All of them will mention how many times everyone called me delusional, bro. Like about like League and that things that I wanted to achieve in the future. If you have those people around you, chat, just prove them wrong, bro. Just prove them wrong. So S? I don't know. S? It depends on the size of things, right? Talking about the perfect version of each one. It's easier to have like good ass than good boobs. That's the thing. What do you mean cap? Brother, ass you can work out in the gym, you can do things. Boobs, either you have it or you have implants, bro. Probably if you have implants, it's not perfect size. But hey, bro, I'm just a League player. Why you're asking me stuff about girls, bro? I don't talk to any girls, ever. I know he wants this red ball, by the way. Of course you're gonna be a great pig. You regret listening to Navis and crying but not signing a LEC team? No. Why do you go profane? Because it's good. Bro, I'm on a ward. How long did you have gambling addiction for? I believe I still do have it a bit. 5 years, bro. I gamble all my money away, and then like it was just never-ending cycle. And then I get it from my friend, because he also like my friend group also have like big gambling problems, right? And then I give it back to him when I earn my money. And then again and again and again. I was never stupid enough to get money from like bad people, even though I had like big addiction. But it's just classic in Serbia, bro, because here on every corner there's just a lot of gambling, bro. On television, like, and you just can't make any good money, so you just start gambling, you know. With a regular job, you can't live good in Serbia, so like it's just classic Balkan country, bro. Like weed makes you like sleepy and chill. Alcohol could be aggressive. It could make you be more aggressive. It could like make you chill. It could make you feel good because you're not in reality, right? Yeah, and smoking, yeah. On the other hand, gambling, you're always thinking that you can win. So it's the only addiction where you're straight up thinking that you can win. Does that make sense? Oh my god, I'm just so good. But that's how I think, by the way. And then I also, one thing I also realized is that it's pointless for me to gamble Because even when I win, like I win, and by the way, I don't gamble small amounts by the way. I don't want to go into details, but small amounts are not working on me no more because I've been having this issue for 5 years. Bro, I hit, right? Odds 2. I double the money. I don't care. I go again. Odd 2. I double the money again. So that's like 4 times. And I'm just not stopping ever. It's not even about money no more. It's about the feeling. And then when I lose, if I lose my first bet, all I think about is not to be in the minus. Like not to lose money. Like let me just be like at 0, you know? Do I still gamble? Bro, don't ask me that, bro. That's a forbidden question on my stream, bro. Just tell me my mother is a whore, but please don't ask me if I gamble, because I don't want to lie to myself. I don't want to lie to others. I don't know what's the answer. I really don't know, bro. We're kind of like on and off, not gonna lie. I don't know, man. I wish I could be honest with you. Then stake sponsor. I was actually in talks with Poly Market. I got ult again, by the way. Yeah, I was actually in talks with Poly Market, and yeah, I don't think in general gambling sponsors, nobody should really promote it. But unless the money can change your life really in a small amount of time, it's not worth taking it. Honestly, just never do it. Yeah, bro, it's easy to say, just never do it. So you don't want like fast money, big money, because that money is devil money, right? What is the most you gambled on one bet? I don't know, like. Maybe like, I don't know, bro, like maybe 5k, 3 to 5k. Did you ever smoke? Nah, I don't fuck with cigars though. Weed is like... Whatever, bro, I'm just him. To me, weed is like even okay. Cigars are just useless. I'm just him, bro. Slots or like sports betting? I've never did slots. I mean, surely I did a few times in my life with my friends and stuff, but on my own, I don't think I've ever did slots because I know it's a scam. So the way roulette and slots works is basically like, let me just put you into the perspective of mathematics. People are betting. People are like betting. The slot earns 100k. Slot speeds 30k. The guy that got the jackpot goes around, oh my god, I just got a jackpot, oh my god. So basically 70-30. So out of the profit only, by the way. Because if nobody ever wins, nobody will ever play. But because it speeds sometimes, and you get a win, people hear that and they're like, oh, I can win too. But think about it. Like, I'm retarded for gambling, don't get me wrong. But these people are even more retarded. And let me tell you why. Penta, please. He wanted to take it. Penta killed 26-1, bro. Talking about gambling addictions. That's how we do it. Why? Because I have so much hatred towards myself about that. So I gotta just fucking perform, bro. I gotta put up a fucking good performance for that shit, bro. Because I regret every single bet that I did. But I'm gonna bet tomorrow morning probably as well. Because we're all addicts to something. There's a good quote from Askeladd from Viljansag. A slave to a money holds a whip to control the slave that he bought with the money. He says something like, we're all slaves to something